1 second. I'm just looking for my snack. Oh, is this freaking Planet Zoo with friendship and peace? What's this from? Planet Coaster. I knew it. Gilgamesh left his blankie, dude. He left the blankie. Baby. Mr. Baby. See you, ref. I need to open YouTube so I can see that side of things. Sing loud as all hell, isn't it? I was working on something for Jamalki, so I did not calibrate my camera and shit. We're gonna see how that looks. So I was making him something cursed. Oh, it's fine. I think. Yeah. That ain't half bad. Anything else I need to do to it? More blush tone? This is what they need to do on the studio camera at the office. Because when I sat next to Lydia for coffee with boba... Is it... What do you mean low quality, Torb? Is that better? It's probably because it's like weirdly kind of dark in here. So it's like doing noise. It's a little better. I do this. Oh yeah, it's weirdly like... I turned off autofocus, but it had somehow decided to do a focus of some kind. Ah! Is this... How low can you go? That's it. I hate this square webcam, but you can't do it in like a good way. Mito? My eyes. I told you! It's like weirdly addicting somehow. Oh my gosh, thank you everybody for all of the stuff that you've done since the start of the stream. That was like 10 minutes ago. Thank you. Coffee with Boba and Lids was amazing. Thank you. I had a really good time. I think it was my favorite one yet. I think it was my favorite one. Let me say thank you. Thank you so much to Stu for the tier 2 and the 29 months. Bjorn, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Azul. Connor, thank you very much for the 31 months. Ty Lauren, thanks Ty Lauren for significant otter. Hello Cosmic. Hello Trooper Will. Over in YouTube. Wowie zowie. Miles, thank you very much for the 25 months. T-Cozy, thank you for the bits. Uncle Ninja Kevin, thank you for the tier 3 in the 32 months. Scott, thank you for the bits. Fares, thank you so much for the tier 2 in the 48 months. Versilis, thanks for the 20 months. Torb, 67 months. Zed, tier 3 also, thank you very much. What's this? Mood. Ugh, mood. That's pretty cute. I think. Zedhead, thank you for the tier 3 in the 45 months. I appreciate it. What's that little creature that you posted? A little blue creature. Okay, dude. Darana, thank you very much for the 51 months. Mito Choco, thanks for the tier 2 in the 42 months. Welcome to Infinity Nikki. Thanks for the hype train, everyone. How's it going? I think I need a sooty pop soon. I'm a slave to the caffeine. I might go get one in a sec. I don't know what I'm going to do today. Oh, that's fine. Also, I can see that some people played Grocery Store Simulator, and I don't know if it's because I am an influencer or not. It might be. Because Officer Cock played 30 hours of it. I moved my camera, I fucked it up. Officer Cock has played 30 hours of Grocery Store Simulator. Millie has played 6 hours of it. Leafy played 6 hours. Purple Helix played 2.5 hours. Edge of buying it, I won't lie. It's pretty good, even though it is, chaos. Never-ending torture is what it was. Also, thank you, Pedguin, for the raid. I forgot to say that. Why is City? You like 2024? Why can't we remember 2024? Does it count if I was influenced to not buying it? Maybe also it does. Storage Hunter Simulator, hell yeah. Rat Boy. How do I skip someone's alert? Report Rat Boy. Thanks so much for the 37 months. Want to make it to spend $10 on this game from my group. Hell yeah. Could hear Lewis's blood pressure as he was playing it. What do you mean? As Lewis was playing it. What do you mean? What has Lewis been? Has Lewis been influenced to play anything else? Storage Hunter, 27 hours on record. Last played today. 26 of 52 achievements. Very nice. What else has he been playing? I think that's the one he's been influenced into. Recently played. He's been playing Blueprints, which I've been thinking about playing, but also I know there's math in it. And also I know I need a notebook for it, so I think I would use my drawing monitor maybe and take notes that way. So then I'd have to figure out how to be comfortable sat here, because normally I pull it all the way over here and I'm sat sideways, which I guess is not too bad, but I'd have to move it then to go back to the game, or like take notes maybe. Ed, thanks for the 61 months. Lewis Pill Caddy Simulator. I don't know what I'll play with everybody next. Maybe I'll look at this one. We recorded some group ones the other day. 2 of them. And then maybe I need to get this other group one. See how it is. And then there's another one that I was looking at also. Cafe Simulator? Cafe Mart Simulator? Do I own this already? $6.39. Doom Sailor wants this game. Leafy and Millie already own this game. Oh, this does look really cute, though. You won't have to do as much math as me. I fucked up my game permanently, so I had to do ×3 math. Let's see. Happy Easter. Oh, is today Easter? What day is Easter? I don't know nothing about no Jesus guy. It's Good Friday and Easter's on Sunday. It's on 420 Blaze It. What the heck? What the heck? Usher hasn't risen yet. We'll know when Usher rises. We'll know. Maid Cafe Simulator? That's gotta... Kawaii Pancakes Maid Cafe. You can see what that is about. I was like, I should show this on stream so people see what I'm looking at. Then I realized this is such a dangerous genre, cafe maid, to even search on stream. It's close enough to Easter, mech brain. Grimmin the first, thank you so much for subscribing. Tilleron getting auto-modded for saying Hitler was Jesus. Tilleron, I don't know if that was verified or not. Cafe Maid. This looks cute. But I can't tell what is going on in the game. And there is huge boobies in it. But I don't know if the boobies go naked or not. Idle clicker simulation dating sim. Aren't all idle clickers just like Bitcoin miners or something like that? Maid Cafe Simulator. I don't think there's gonna be Sweets and Dragons. This is gonna be some scaly stuff, isn't it? No, it's not, but it is in a different language. Got done watching Morkborg on Mystery Quest. I'm so obsessed with Percy. If you enjoyed that, you should go back and watch. I think they're on YouTube. Was it Procession to Calvary chat that I played? Procession to Calgary. Calgary playlist. Is that on there? Cuphead. Sons of the Forest. Ooh, it might just be on Twitch. Was I streaming on YouTube at that time? I don't know. Pineapple on Pizza is a fun game. New Vegas. Eva Pinata. Dale and Dawson. So the main character was giving very like Percy vibes. So I used the Percy voice the whole time. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Collections. Cuphead. Cult of the Lamb. That was a while ago. I have to go through and look, I guess. There's sticky business. Talking about P. Storyteller. Can you watch my video? Calvary? Was it? The procession of Calvary? Maybe that's not why it's not coming on. What's Calgary? Let me bring up your video. But that one was really good. This is gonna get me DMCA'd. Dan Clancy is going to come down from his throne made of hot tub streamers, and he's going to yank my Twitch channel out from underneath me because of this. I think is what will happen. Calvary? Torb will find it or something. Shadows of Doubt, Payne's Creek Killers, Fears to Fathom, Choice or Voicer. Pacific Drive. Just a preview. Preview? It's like my life flashing before my eyes. Look at me. I can't even stay on one topic. Because I remembered that Palworld did some sort of ad where it might have like a booby animal in it now or something. Anyways. Tillerod, you're out of control. Tilleron, what is up with you? Alright. This is a song Ped's been singing constantly. Not that one, but that's a good one too. Cap and Ben, thanks for the tier 3 in the 52 months. Thoron is moving my mouse, it's true. Spoilers, ceramic boots. Spoilers, cowboy hat. Thanks, Torb. Spoilers. No, I did that part where I got beat up by Metrohead. I did not breakdance, though. That's from the devs messing around with it, right? I gotta find them, Torb. You cannot dance like this. Does Kim dance with you, actually? Thanks to the devs for the custom footage. There you go. Oh my gosh. Spoilers? Is this the newest hero to Marvel Rivals? The newest hero to Marvel Rivals? A 5th blonde white woman? Spoilers. He's being creepy. Blah. Blah. Ew. Why is there a person blob getting a back massage and a prostate exam at the same time? Which I guess that might be a way to convince people to get their prostates examined. Free back massage. Bro, why you sent me Spoilerville, USA? Look at Kim walking with me. Not even real? What do you mean real? Get out of our way, measurehead, loser. There's cutscenes sometimes. Amazing. I thought this was gonna be a Kim thirst trap. They've just given me an actual music video. Thanks, Torb. Where's Kim think he's going without me? Be the end credits. Well, I guess, I don't know, because there's different choices in this than people had made, you know? Yeah, this is Disco Elysium. It's a video Pet sent me. Miracle of sound. Interesting. It does feel like it could have... Well, I guess was the song was custom made then, right? So it says things like shivers and half-lights. And those are only exist in Disco Elysium, I think. What else was I saying? Thank you so much, though, to Grimmin. I appreciate it. It was fun to do, Morkborg. That was a good time. And doing Coffee with Boba was really good, too. Also, oh my god. I'm looking at the video. I feel like I slayed. I was slaying. Can't see what I'm looking at because I maximized another window. But I was wondering, I was like, Lydia has color to her at all? I'm just actually hash F F F F F F. I feel like if you color pick me, that's what you get, dude. What do I want, Mr. Baby? Get up here. Where's Mr. Brian? Come here. You coming up here or what? Come on. Mr. Baby. I'm pale. I was like, can I get more color on me? Don't want to go outside though. Don't want to do that. Mr. Baby. He's mad at me because yesterday I washed his butt in the bathtub. He didn't like it. And he was making angry Mao colors. Colors? Sounds. I read the word color. My brain can't read and think at the same time. He was mowing at me in an angry way, weren't you, chicken nugget? What a mowing? We're mowing? He's not Mr. Stinky. He's just Mr. Krusty. What a Mr. Krusty? Hmm? What a nice smell, though. and from before that you got your bath. You like to be squidged. He's the... He's singing it. Did you see him do it? Thank you so much, Cool Matthew, for the bits. I don't know what to do today. I feel wackadoodle. My brain's all wackadoodled. I took the day off, was it yesterday? I don't even know. What did I do yesterday? No, I was at the office yesterday. And I did that stream. I took the day off like the day before. I don't even know what I did. I don't think I even did anything. And not even like, I don't think I even relaxed. I think I still did shit, but that I can't remember what it was. Watch me fuck around with outfits on Infinity Nikki? My goodness. That's just me sitting here disassociating, though. Get a plane! Fine? Why you gotta look so mad when I do that? Why are you doing that? I say, what do you want? Sometimes he'll do a mow. Fine? He's slow blinking at me. Please, mommy, I love you. Little boy. Hand down. Thank you so much for the tier 3 and the 47 months. Thank you very much. You know I can't function with actual any lights on, or my eyes go to hell and I die. Started reading the Infinity Nikki lore in the game, paying attention to what is happening. It gets dark. You might be farther than I am with lore-wise. Maybe? Because I've been focusing on, doing the faction fights now. That's basically what I've been AFK doing. And I've been watching Buffy. That's kind of it. I want to do more Disco Elysium, but not on stream, probably. I might get it on my Switch and play it on there. It's Invicta. Hope you're doing well. I always mean to message you and say, how are you doing? And then I think a thought, and then if I don't do the thing extremely immediately right away, it's gone forever. I did finish Disco Elysium. I really liked it. It was really good. I've been watching videos on TikTok that are Disco Elysium AMVs or something. Then I remember you're not important enough. That's not true at all, said Victa. The way that I am able to function is that if I don't have a notification for something or a reminder, it doesn't exist anymore. So like Melon asks me if I could draw something for him for his Beyblade stream, and I saw the message from him, but I didn't know what it said. I saw that I got a message from him. I opened it and saw that it had asked that. So I said, yes, but can you send me another message and I'm not going to read it so that I have a ping to remind me. And so Melon had to message me just whatever so that I had a ping on Discord so that I could remember to do that. Mark things as unread. Ooh. Stop being the same person as me. That's how it works. Or I've got like alarms set, or I've got things on my calendar. I usually do not have any idea what day it is. Today's Friday. I thought it was Thursday at first when I was thinking. I was like, I know what day it is today. It's Thursday. Right? It's Friday? The only concept of time I have is I look at my calendar and I look at the tasks that I have for the day that I've logged into my calendar. And then that's my existence. That's it. Did you get Mr. Manifold to join Blue Sky? No, just the fake person is on there. But Google Calendar is the best. And you can put widgets on your home screen that are like reminders. And so I've got a widget that is my entire calendar. And then I've got a widget that is upcoming events, and it shows me for that day and then the following days if I scroll. And that's how I am able to even borderline function. That's it. It's Friday, though. It's Friday. What else? I've been working on some things. I've done some suggestions. I watched, what's it called? Guys. Where is it? Don't Laugh? Is that what it's called? Last One Laughing. I watched that on Amazon. And it's a bunch of British comedians. And, trying to make each other laugh in a room. And I was like, this would be funny for us to do. So I've suggested that. So we'll see if people like that. And then I was trying to think about how I would do if I had to do that. Because I was watching the show and I laughed at stupid shit that was not meant to be funny. And then the things that they were trying to be funny with, I didn't laugh about those. And then there were a few times where people laughed at their own jokes as they were trying to tell them. And I think that's what I would do also. Is I would laugh at my own joke. I think is what would happen to me. So I don't know. What else? I don't think I've gotten anything new in Infinity Nikki. Because I've been focusing so much on doing the faction test things. At least someone would laugh at your jokes. Mito Crinjo. Made me forget what I was going to say, which is really easy to do that. Oh, there's this dress-up game that I was playing on mobile called SuitU or SuitU. I don't know what it's called. I don't know how to say it. And it's like a 2D dress-up game. And there's some controversy happening now because it's like, I think it's a large app. Like, there's a lot of people that play it. But now they're in trouble because, or at least they're in trouble with their community because people have noticed that they trace the art sometimes and they use AI art without disclosing it. And they've even traced an item from Love Nikki, which is the Infinity Nikki like 2D original dress-up game thing. And so this person did a video on it, which this is like so stupid that this is like things I'm clued into. But this dress-up game that I play, so she shows like this outfit from this other game they copied and they put into their game. This doll, they copied the outfit from this person's custom-made doll and put it in the game. Hamster buttocks. They stole a tattoo from a tattoo artist. They stole this art from someone. They stole flower photo. There was one. Where's the Momo one at? They literally stole Momo. Oh, there it is. Bro. So this is from Love Nikki. And they stole these shopping bags that have fucking Momo on them. They stole Momo, dude. Which I hope they get in so much trouble. Look, they stole Momo, dude. Like, the laziest shit ever. And they've stolen, like, they've taken, like, designer clothes and drawn them into the game, which that, I think, like, I don't know how much I care about that. But they've stolen, like, a lot of shit, basically. They stole this, TV overlay from a YouTuber. All the stickers are the same, and the ratio of the television. The only difference is they changed the television knobs. This is an AI artwork of a cat. Where is it? So this is an AI artwork of a cat, and they traced over it to make a white cat that they have in their game. This penguin art that is in their game, they traced from an existing penguin like plush that they must have found like on the internet or something. So they just traced that. Yeah, and sometimes their artwork is like, the art style of it is so different that you can tell it's stolen. This is like a weird frame that you can have in the game. They stole that from someone on Etsy by Mito. This is a crazy amount. Yeah. And then so they've started using AI now. Also, they charge a lot of money in the game for like buying gems to buy the clothes to dress up your stuff, which is because there's competitions in the game too. And basically it's very predatory because there's gacha and people feel like they have to buy stuff because in order to even be on like the best of the best, you have to have like all the same clothes that everybody else has. And there's a lot of people that spend like thousands of dollars on this game, but they've used this background, which is AI generated. This background is AI generated. And so part of the problem is that this item in the game, you have to, like, you can be free to play, but it costs gems in the game to get these clothes. And then, so if you've paid money for gems, you're buying this design in the game, which means that you're paying for stolen artwork that they've stolen. Which is wild. And then there's just like, there's sometimes where they did other things, but they've copied like just like a lot of stuff and stolen it. And I mean, it's interesting at least. They stole this person's makeup and put it in the game. And putting this video in the watch list, yeah, it's pretty good. So, this is like an hour and 30 minutes of this person talking about all of the stuff that this place has stolen. And I've spent some money on the game, and I was kind of like ready to stop playing it anyways, because it is so like, if you're not like doing the same shit that everybody else is doing, you like score really badly. And also the game, this is so stupid. The game has become like a study on like classism basically, because there's a free currency that you can get in the game that are coins, and you can get those pretty easily by stuff, by doing things, right? And then there's gems, which are harder to get in the game if you're free to play, but you can just buy them with real money. And so if you play the game, there's like basically, there's competitions where you dress up for this like theme that they give you. And then there's at the end of the competition a leaderboard of 100 people. And so to get on the leaderboard, people have to vote for you, and also like you have to do like certain things like stick to the theme, or like at least like you can buff yourself with like certain items and stuff. But I saw that there's certain items that people won't vote for because they're free items, or they're cheap items that people can get with like free coins. So voters don't vote for those, is what I've seen people say. Which is so funny, because you've introduced classism into a dress-up game. Spooky Bike, thanks for the 64 months. But it's so fucking... It's kind of funny, because it's like, dude. And people don't even look up what the theme might mean when they don't know it and win because they have whatever new item is big at the moment. I want to scream. Yeah. So what usually happens is, which this is just like one of those niche things, right? Where it's like a niche interest that people have. So like there's certain genres of items in the game. Like there's glam items, or chic or cool and things like that, or simple. And so the competition will be like, make a simple outfit that you would go shopping in. And then because the glam items are super expensive, everyone uses those. And then everyone votes for those because those are the most complicated ones. And so recently there was one that was like, design an outfit that you would wear if you were a cafe worker who really loves storybook stories. And so this set of clothes was available also with a coffee shop like set of clothes, so you could like use either or. And so everyone that used the actual coffee shop clothes did not get voted for, but everyone that used this fucking ridiculous over the top shit was like the top 100. And if you scroll through the leaderboard, it's the same fucking outfit over and over again. There was one recently that was like a statue that is coming to life, and there's a specific set in the game that is like the male model in the game is covered in marble, but the marble is cracking and they're breaking out of it. And so the top 100, pretty much every single submission that made it to the top 100 was that exact thing over and over again with maybe a little bit of changes to like the background. And it was literally all 100 of them except maybe like 10 of them or under. And I just am like, who fucking cares at this point? How real do you think the votes are? Do you think the game might be rigging the bot items to be artificially voted for? That, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. And the themes are on purpose to like hype up the new items, because you'll need to use one item from that set or a few items from that set. And so some of them you can't even enter the competition unless you have those items. And so then people have to buy items in the game to do it. I get a sick satisfaction voting down the rich players. Me too, dude. Me too. This background is from Wallpaper Engine, which is a program that you can buy on Steam that gives you animated backgrounds. $15 a month for a dress-up game, World of Warcraft. Yep. Kinda like that, eh? Wallpaper Engine. I'm trying to think what I want to do today. I'm like weirdly tired too. But I don't know if it's just probably done too much again this week, which feels so silly. I got the game South of Midnight, which looks really cool. I've also downloaded Last of Us Part 1 since I've never played that, and the last time that I tried to stream it, I couldn't because my PC wasn't good enough. But I don't know if I'm awake enough to do Last of Us. I got a silly little point and click where you search on a page. What is it? Hidden Through Time. It's like, where's Waldo? Not woke enough. South of Midnight is a lot of stories, so we didn't have to talk as much. Yapping? Baldur's Gate. It's been a long time since I've even opened Baldur's Gate to look at it. Yeah, maybe I'll start South of Midnight and see how I like it. Let me plug my controller in. My cat's abandoned me. Fortnite. Am I interested in horror games? Play some horror games. Sometimes. Eternal Strands. There's one I keep getting advertised to me on TikTok called Marathon. Interesting. I wonder what this will be like. South of Midnight. I've clicked play on it. We'll see if it goes. One I've been hoping you'd do for Halloween or similar. What is it? Watching ContraPoints play the Chilla's art horror game Bathhouse. Bathhouse. The Bathhouse. That looks... Hello? This looks too much. No, this looks too much, dude. This Bathhouse one. I'll add it to my wish list. But I'm not making any promises. So that looks like one where I'd piss myself. Last door. Bro, my computer's fans turned on, dude. They're turning. Oh, the last door. I think I've seen this before. Kim had a playthrough that she never finished. Oh, this is from 2014. I feel like I played it at some point, but it was, of course, before I was streaming, I think. Maybe? Maybe I did. Bathhouse looks too scary. I used to think that I was, hardened to scary stuff. But I think it was because I was playing Resident Evil and it's third person, which is somehow not as scary. Regular dog 420. Thanks for the 21 months. Dogs cast, hello. Wrong button. Nope, right button. Hello, this is south of midnight. We're gonna check it out. Hey, really? Thanks for 15 months. Hello, Kels. Based on Southern folklore. I do love folklore too. I sent Forrest a gift from Etsy. So we'll see when that arrives. You want
Initial
narration.
Settings 1 of 2, press R to category. Option 1 of 15. Menu narration value
Never mind.
change to off.
I thought that just meant subtitles somehow. Even though, no, it does not. There's been a lot of assholes while I'm reviewing this. It's because the fucking demographic of what has become gamers now, and also just people that feel way too comfortable behaving the way that they do.
Me, I don't want to play as a girl. I don't want to play as someone that's a different color than me. Man, everything's gone woke.
You're fucking so sensitive.
Me, why is everybody gotta be so sensitive and now we gotta cater to them? Me.
Fuck off. These guys are such fucking losers. And the only reason that they think that they have any fucking right to open their stupid ass mouths is because people that are actually decent people don't need to, like, go around, like, doing all this extra shit to make themselves feel better. And then these guys who have this stupid fucking, like, ideals and these stupid takes on things are like,
Me. I gotta tell everybody I'm upset. I gotta tell everybody how I feel.
fuck off. Just fuck off. Like, I don't endorse bullying, but I do. Because get fucking bullied. Like, you suck. Figure your shit out. I hope you get bullied to all hell. Like, you have a bad opinion, and you deserve to be ashamed of having that opinion. You should... we need to bring back shame. Hello, Overlight. Hello, Visti. We're talking about cringe baby losers who don't want to play as a POC or as a woman in a video game because they're fucking stupid as all hell. So I said they should be bullied. About the game getting review bombed. Ugh. Correct take. We need to bully these people. It's because people that are good people don't attack other people. And so then these people run rampant with their stupid fucking ideas and their loud ass mouths. They should be bullied. This is the same thing with, like... I'm gonna say it. I don't know if I'm gonna say it. I might say it. I'm thinking about saying it. I was just thinking about it. I was just thinking about saying, if your personality is still fucking Harry Potter in this day and age, grow up, dude. Get a new fucking thing. It's not well written. It's shit as hell. It's bad. It's not good. And I was there with you at once. I was like, I'm a Slytherin because I need to have my identity based on something. I almost got Harry Potter tattoos because I was like, wow, I have been in situations where I might as well have been a kid under a fucking staircase, blah, 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 blah. But guess what? I grew up and I developed multiple facets to my personality. And you know what? There's other shit out there that's better. And if it wasn't, like, directly funding someone who then directly funds stupid shit because she has such a self-importance to herself, then maybe, sure, you can have your stupid little personality. But now, and then it was like, when all this stuff happened with Hogwarts Legacy, and people were like, I'm getting bullied because I'm playing the game. Why am I getting bullied? And I was like, you know what? Maybe I went too hard on them. Maybe they should be able to play it. No. Now I've kind of changed my mind again, where I'm like, oh, fuck off. Just fuck off. I'm getting bullied playing a video game. Yeah. Maybe you should be. Not in a super harassment way, but maybe people should call you a big baby or something. Whatever. Because now, this shit pisses me off to no end. Like, there's a difference also between... It's like, well, I want to play the video game, and I want to go to the Hogwarts... I want to go to the theme park, and I want to go there, because I need to. It's been my thing my whole life. Find something else. You're preaching to the fucking choir here. You think I haven't special interest? I haven't specced into something so fucking hard it's become my entire personality? I do that shit all the time. And guess what? If it's a shit one, I can be like, guess I'm gonna not like that anymore. Instead of being like, I can't. I've gotta like it still. Fuck off. And then people who are like, you know, people are like, oh, well, if I buy it, it doesn't matter because everyone else is buying it. Fuck off. Have some self-integrity then, dude. Have it for your own self, if anything. And then if everyone's like, maybe I'll have some self-integrity for some things. Ooh, weird. That might make a difference, right? It's just pissing me off so much. I'm intolerant of people who are intolerant because I just want people to be able to do whatever the fuck they want as long as it doesn't hurt other people and as long as it is not murder, I guess. Draw the line at that. Draw the line at that. Torp's talking about the mold. I think the same fucking mold that's plaguing J.K. Rowling's brain is also infecting Asmongold. I think we gotta get Buffy the Vampire Slayer on this shit. Because there's some kind of fucking mold. You weren't talking about mold? I'm talking about mold now. I think they're breathing in this fucking evil mold that's actually from hell. And all of them now, they're like, suddenly I've decided I've gotta be racist and sexist and transphobic and homophobic. And then J.K. Rowling, you can tell if this isn't the thing that changes people's mind, is to see her on a fucking yacht, on her yacht, smoking a cigar. I'm celebrating my victory against, this demographic of people. Eat a fucking brownie. Fucking pet a cat. There's so much shit that you could do that is, like, nice shit. Then it's actually literally fucking evil shit, dude. And, like, I know she's been through some shit. She's been through some, like, real difficult shit, like an abusive marriage and everything like that. And so I understand, like, going through some hard shit and then not trusting people and stuff. But also at the same time, like, you can also realize that just because you've been hurt by people before doesn't mean that everybody's going to fucking hurt you. And it doesn't mean that you have to make it your own personal fucking tirade to then, like, make other people miserable, to, like, stick it to this one person that hurt you. I'm saving other people from being hurt. Who? 'Cause you're hurting other people by doing that. I just fucking hate that bitch. I hate that bitch so much. And now I fucking can't anymore with people. At this point, if you're still clinging to the personality that is Harry Potter, you are not somebody that I need to associate with. Because there's a difference between, like, being a part of the capitalist machine that is, you know, we've all got to buy shit that we don't want to survive and to live. Things you don't have to buy: video game, tickets to fucking theme park, book from store instead of used book, all this shit. And if you really have to do these things, I don't even know with you. Go to Universal Studios instead. They got Beetlejuice. They got a dragon flying around in the sky. What they don't got, as far as I know, transphobia and evil, horrible woman on a fucking yacht with a cigar. Like, how cartoon villain does someone have to be? And that is what pisses me off too. The same thing about these people that are like, I don't want my games to be woke. I don't want them to be woke. Who fucking cares? Don't fucking play it. I don't want to play as a boring ass white dude. Guess what? I won't play the game. Oh, this game doesn't really appeal to me because I don't think it's my demographic. I guess I'm not gonna play it or buy it. Not.
I'm a fucking big loser. I've got to tell everybody. Oh, my feelings are so hurt. I'm the most present demographic in everything ever. But my genre's being invaded. Meh. This video game won't let me play as me, a white guy, a white straight man. Meh. I can't play as a white straight man in my game, even though there's 1 billion other fucking games and medias. Meh.
Fuck off. Oh my god. Spend all my life as a boring ass white dude. Why would I want to play one in a video game? Bruh.
I want to play as a white guy in this fantasy.
It's the same shit when people are like, why does the Little Mermaid have to be black? She's a fucking mermaid! They don't exist!
Me. In Frozen, it's Norwegian. That's why no one is black.
She has ice powers. There's a talking snowman. There's a chameleon that shoots fire. But there's no black people.
It's Norwegian folklore.
Do you think... Oh my god, this shit pisses me off so much. Anyways. I'm fueled by the tears of white men. And hopefully one day I will also be fueled by the tears of J.K. Rowling. I would love for her... This is like this... I've talked with someone else before about this, where I'm like... You know how when someone sees like a really shitty like character in a game where the person is like really toxic or like really like it's a toxic relationship and people are like, I could fix them. I'm like, man, I would love to sit down with somebody who's awful and I'm like, in my beautiful like this is, and the way that I'm phrasing this is just how I'm phrasing it. In my beautiful, naive, angelic, pure innocence of a soul that just loves people and wants the best for other people, I'm like, I would sit down with somebody and I'd be like, I'm gonna teach you empathy. And I wish I could sit down and teach you empathy because I think I could do it. And then I have to tell myself, not everybody can do that. Not everybody can learn an empathy. Not everybody can. And I don't understand because I think people don't want to think critically anymore. They don't want to learn. And they're embarrassed of being ignorant, but they're happy being ignorant because then they don't have to be embarrassed or they don't have to do the difficult thing of learning something from someone else. Meanwhile, however long ago it was, I posted that interview with that intersex person who's also neurodivergent, and the people in that audience were mostly women, and they were all asking questions. They were like, they wanted to understand. Nobody wants to understand anymore because everyone's spoon-fed this shit of like, you don't have to understand because it's you versus them. Don't look at the rich people. No, don't do that. It's you versus this person. This person over here from the different demographic, they want to take your stuff. You worked really hard for that stuff, right? Didn't you? Look how hard you've worked for that stuff. That person wants it from you to take it from you. Don't look at my money, though. I worked real hard for all of my money that I've got on my big pile of stuff that I'm not sharing with anybody else, but worry about that guy. That guy's a bad guy. Anyways. Buy and support games and media that make this fucking loser demographic cry. Chef's kiss.
Your tears are so delicious. I love them. Oh, I hate this video game. It has a black person in it. It has a woman in it. It has a gay person in it.
Delicious. Cry harder. I love it. Anyways, I was like, ooh, I shouldn't get up. I should be so positive all the time and everything. But I've been pushed to the edge now. And now I'm pissed off, dude. And I'm pissed off. And I can't fucking stand it anymore. And you know what? I am gonna be angry, and I am gonna bitch about it. And I am gonna tweet about it, and I am gonna spread shit about it. Because even though a lot of times I feel like I can't make a difference in things, I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do? Retweet this thing? I can't really do anything about it. Because all the decisions about this shit are made by people who are super fucking rich or in positions of powers, and they don't give a fuck unless they're getting money for it. And I say, guess I'll only worry about my own happiness. And then, you know what? Maybe, yes, but maybe also, I want to fucking break the door down and yell about shit that is important to me because it's important to other people too, and they need to hear when it's important to you. I went to college. And I think also, like, it can feel so lonely to feel like you're the only person that cares about this shit. And so I think the more people that you can be like, wow, that person cares about it too, you know? That at least does something. That does something. I know, Adam. I wish anybody cared about anything, but the only thing they care about now is sports team. My sports team, meh. My sports team, the Republicans. I have to be religious. I'm not allowed to be pro-choice. I'm not allowed to like people that are a different color than me. I can't like gay people because my sports team, I want them to that. Then I have nothing else in my fucking life to define who I am as a person besides these very strict viewpoints that I don't have the time to research or put any fucking thought into. And I don't have the time for empathy. But I do have time for sports team and cheering for sports team because that's easy. Cheer for sports team? My orange man. My beautiful orange man. He's in the big house and he says the things that I think too. And I think them because I don't have the ability to think other shit. And it's the same for both sides, right? Because there are some things where it's like, my sports team, my blue sports team. I have to go along with my blue sports team think. No! Think for yourself, dude. Bruh. Shit pissed me off. Ooh. Piss me off. Piss me off. Oh, but has snapped. I've snapped. And it's like, I bitch about this shit like I bitched about it ages ago, right? The only one crying is you. Meh. I'm crying in your chat to tell you I think you're crying. Meh. I've got to let you know. Meh. You're crying. I'm not. You just cried. You just proved my point. Did you have to say anything? No. But you felt so self-important that you were like, I've got to let this person know how much my opinion matters, and I've got to tell them you're crying about it. You just cried. You just cried. And if what I'm saying pisses you off, I don't understand why. Because what I'm saying is, we should care about other people. We should support other people. We should stop complaining about things just because they're not our demographic or our safety bubble. Because guess what? Maybe I could think some of the things that opposite sports team of me is saying, I could understand them. Do I understand why some people are pro-life? Yeah, I can understand that. It's a difficult topic. But then when it comes to my own personal feelings, as much as I understand and, here's the thing, respect your opinion, that is your opinion, I also have my own opinion. And my opinion is that people should be able to choose for themselves. Hype train. What did we get? I love it. I don't know what it means though. No comment. Pfft, perfect. Because you know what? I can understand. And I think that's part of the problem too. There's a lack of empathy. There's a lack of critical thinking. And there's a lack of like listening to other people and their opinions and then thinking about them, trying to understand them and things like that. And yeah, sure, there are some really shitty opinions that don't matter, but I think there's the danger in that is like, if someone has a bad opinion on something. Like, if someone is like really against trans stuff, there's usually inherently a reason from something they've heard, something they've witnessed, or some information that they've been given that then formulates an opinion. You form an opinion based on so many different outside factors outside of yourself. And that doesn't mean that the opinion is right or wrong, but it means that you should be able to listen to other people who are different from you. And you should be able to, like, think about what the other person is saying and be like, is there a way that I can kind of understand where this person is coming from, even if I don't agree with it? I don't know. I just want people to be happy. I don't really care what people do with their gender. Shit, wacky gender shit and trans stuff has been around since forever and was a thing until suddenly weird how there were binaries put in place when also like religious shit started to happen. Just like learn, like dare to learn about stuff, dare to learn about other people, dare to put yourself in other people's shoes. And also question shit. Question the people that are telling you things. Question me. Question people on the news. Question your political appointed people. Question your family. Question the people around you. And then do some research for yourself and think too. Learn. I know it's scary to learn shit. I know it is. And it's not easy either, because there's a lot of things where it's like, sometimes I'm like, man, I really want to learn about this policy or this politics thing, but I don't know where to start because honestly, there are so many things that do not feel unbiased, so it feels difficult to learn. But also, sometimes the best way to learn about these policies and these politics are to listen to people who are affected by them and like try to understand them. And it's okay to not have the answer. And that's difficult as a content creator. For people to be like, what do you think about this thing? And be like, I don't know. I can say, on a surface level, here's how I feel about it. But then I can also say, you know what? Depending on the thing, I don't know. And I think anybody should be able to do that because people should then say, you know what? Why don't I know? I need to learn about it. You know? Anyways, I know I screamed a lot. Because I just really love everybody. And I want other people to love other people. And I want everybody to get along. And I want everyone to think about how to be more empathetic towards other people. I'm a lover. I am a fighter sometimes too. There's a bunch of protests going on around the UK for these issues. If you're interested in those, I've been reposting them on Blue Sky. That's my streamer. I always got you, even if I'm not yelling about it. I'll tell you I am screaming internally about it. And I try my best, dude. I fucking try my best. And that's all anybody can do. Try your best. There's some protests going on. Check them out. Find people. The other nice thing about protests is you get to see the amount of people that are like, all right, you know what? We're in this together. You know? Mito. I just love people, dude. Learn about shit. It's cool. Learning is cool. Other people are cool. And guess what? Everyone has had so many different experiences from each other. Why wouldn't you want to learn about that? You know? And I don't get it. Also, when people, like, this stuff with, like, people being upset about this game, where they're like, it's a black woman. Have you seen how fucking hot black women are? I don't know if you have eyes, dude, or if you're in denial of some kind. Bruh, that amount of saved TikToks I have of Megan Thee Stallion, and you're telling me that you don't want this? I want this. People of color, beautiful as hell. There are so many beautiful people in the world. Why do I care what color their skin is? Megan Thee Stallion, if I was in her presence, I don't even know what the fuck I would do. I think I'd die. I'd die from it because I would just be like, this is too much for me. And you're saying you don't want a black woman in your media? They're hot as hell. She called me. If she was on Cameo, I don't even know. It would probably be very expensive, but... And I think, you know, what I'm saying to Cup of Tea is not that I'm like, you know, gooning on Maine. But I can say this person looks beautiful. You know what I mean? That's the other thing I've been having a problem with lately, though. Oh my god, the Marvel Rivals subreddit. Bro, I'm ready to fight everybody. Under what demographic is contributing to those feelings? Uh-oh, it might be the same one again. And that's not to say I don't hate white men. I don't hate straight white men. I don't hate men. I just think you could be a little less, the way that you're being about things. Just open your mind. It's good to do it. You're gonna close yourself off to ever dating a black woman? That's really fucking stupid of you. I mean, actually, no, you should do that. Tell them they should, so that then we get all these beautiful people for ourselves. I love you, this is hypocritical. How are you being empathetic by judging other points of views to lack empathy? Judging, not seeking to understand, saying you love everyone and saying you enjoy the tears of white men. Did you just hear what I said? I said I don't hate white men. How does this make sense? Don't hate straight white men, but like them crying. Sounds like an empath. Here's the thing. There's a demographic of people who experience an extreme amount of privilege, which I know sounds like a foreign concept to a lot of people. And like, I understand. Here's the thing. I understand where you're coming from, because I think a lot of the times when people say these things, right? When people say, I hate men, I hate this, and people are like, not all men are like that. This is true. The thing is, there is an outspoken group of people that belong to a demographic and also that are in positions of power and experience privilege different from other people. And so what I'm saying is that if you are in that demographic, there's a lot of chance for you to subvert those expectations and to make a change. And so it's like it's always that argument, right? Where it's like when someone is ranting about something, especially feminist, right? And people are like, not all men are like that. Not all people are like that. It like takes the point of the argument and changes it to something else, right? Because it goes from my argument being about this group of people who experience privilege. And not all white men, not all straight white men experience the same privilege either. But you can't, like, take what I'm saying and then say that the point of my message is not valid in a way. Because there is a significant difference in the experience of white men, straight white men, versus a lot of other people. And even if there's a straight white man, and let's say they're born into a very poor family, there is still a difference in the amount of privilege that that person receives just from the color of their skin or their sexuality versus people from a different demographic. Tolerance paradox are why we can't tolerate intolerance. That's the thing. And like, I know that people that are complaining about this stuff and leaving these reviews are not all the same demographic. For sure, there's got to be people that are not. And by demographic, it's a very specific group of people who have the same belief in this instance, is typically this Andrew Tate sort of straight white man that have become radicalized. Because the other thing is, when you have a void in yourself and a lack of identity that can come with not having empathy, not learning, not thinking critically, it is so much easier for those people to become radicalized by thoughts because you're looking for people who think like you or looking for people who will accept you. And so if there is this group of people who are like, this shit is woke and I don't like it and blah, 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 blah. And if you go, yeah, I agree with you, and they go, cool, welcome to our club, it's really easy to get sucked into that shit and to become radicalized in that way. And that can happen with anything. It can happen with religion. It can happen with opinion. It can happen with politics and all of those things. And I said, also, I was not only being fueled by the tears of white men, I was also hoping to one day be fueled by the tears of J.K. Rowling, a white woman, especially when one side hates them because they're white dudes. It's a problem for sure. Wait, which one? And like, I get it that it might upset you if you're a white man or a straight white man, and so you're like, wow, this hurts my feelings. You should know that I'm not talking about you specifically, right? Uncle Disco, potentially a white man. He's not mad at me. He knows that I don't think that about him. T Cozy, and because the thing is, potentially, I don't want to assume. Straight white man here. But I know how Disco feels about these things, and Disco has stood with me on important shit. Disco stands on business, and that's a white man I fucking respect. I respect a white man, a straight white man that stands on business, if that business is empathy and caring about other people. And if that white man's business is leaving stupid ass reviews about how they don't want to play as a black woman, then I will drink your tears, because that is so fucking stupid to even worry about. You know? You know? And I know it sounds like I'm generalizing and like I'm using a demographic, but it's the paradox, isn't it? What's Andy saying? I definitely have a lot of privilege as a middle-class white cis man. It's nice that it's easier than ever to be the normal one in the JKR conversation. Here I am yelling and screaming. And like, also, like, this is the thing. No assumptions. I admire the care you spent on that point, and I do think white men are more privileged, but how are you helping those people improve and change if you judge them? I can't see how the best is to be fueled by anyone's tears. I think in that instance, Whitey Waiter is because the people that often are very outspoken and loud about these unempathetic, racist, transphobic, misogynist opinions that they have is that most of the time I can spend as much time as I want trying to talk to this person and see why they think the way that they do. But realistically, a large percentage of those people are not going to listen to me. And I don't think, I don't think that Whitey Wader needs to go away or anything, because I think it's valid and I understand. But like, it comes to a point where I can try to educate people as much as I want. I can sit down with people one-on-one and have conversations with them. And like educate people. And that doesn't mean that they will learn. It doesn't mean that they will be receptive. And most of the time, that is what it means, right? How many people that leave these throwaway comments or these hateful reviews on things, if I were to sit down with them and have a conversation with them, maybe they could be, maybe their view on things could be changed, right? But also, there's so much room for them to go out and do the work themselves, and they haven't tried to do that. And so for me, that loses some of my respect as well, right? Because if it's just easier for you to like have these sorts of views on things, why should I waste my time to try to, and it feels like that, convincing someone of something, right? I feel like I would have to convince them. And if you were to send this, if someone left a comment, or if someone is being hateful, like even J.K. Rowling and stuff, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to try to have a breakthrough with this person, and I'm going to send them information that they can watch and educate themselves with. Are they going to watch it? If you give them a book, hey, here's a book on the stuff that you're talking about and why it's kind of not good. Are they going to read the book? Are they going to watch a video? I feel like we should not put the duty on the victim to educate their assailant. And that's true as well, because there's also this thing with where, like, a lot of the times it reminds me of, if you hurt somebody, an example being, if you know someone who is trans and you're trans positive, trans rights and everything, or, you know, however you feel about it, and you misgender them accidentally, right? And it happens to anyone, anytime, non-maliciously, right? Everybody makes mistakes. If you then go from misgendering someone to saying, I'm so horrible, I'm the worst person ever, I can't believe I would do that, this is awful, I'm so sorry, I'll never do that again, and blah blah blah, I'm the worst person ever. That person that you've hurt now has to comfort you, and you've taken away from them their ability to feel and process their own feelings. And now they have to be responsible for your feelings and opinions. And it's the same thing with, like, me wanting to educate people, or any of us wanting to educate our people, or having to educate people, is that it goes from, like, being allowed to be angry about things that feel unfair, and then being like, well, you can't really feel unfair. You can't feel like it's unfair. No problem, not my cuppa. I get it. And see, like, there's a thing where it could be like, you know, I could see something that somebody says and completely write them off and be like, okay, well, you fucking suck. And sometimes I feel like that, and sometimes I do. Not to them, maybe I'll just block them or whatever. But I do more than my due diligence of, like, trying my best, and especially on the internet, it's a Sisyphusian, is that how you say it? Sisyphusian task at this point, you know? And it is true, you get burned out with empathy, right? Some people cannot be reached. I'm a straight, more or less white man, but I have friends that are LGBT, the alphabet community. I always try to support them and learn of the things I'm ignorant of. I think everyone should have the right to be themselves without being harassed or being marginalized as long as they don't hurt other people. I think part of it is the bubble that people get to be in, right? And they don't go outside of that bubble. Because it's difficult, right? It's not easy. And I think there's always this feeling of wanting to belong and not wanting to feel other. I think thin-skinned white guys end up just siding with Tate and Trump because they hear their privilege, get offended, and go to the different team. I think that's part of it too, right? It's very easy to be like you versus them or anything. Yeah, and it can be exhausting to fight every battle. And that's why, for the longest time, I identified as, you know, even until my 20s, I was like cis-het white woman, right? Whatever. And like, I even forget now that I have gender fuckery going on or whatever. And I don't consider myself to be trans, even though my gender is, I don't care. So then I guess it doesn't match my AFAB. But like, I don't consider myself to be trans in my own respect. And yet, you can see how fucking angry I am about things that affect trans people, right? Even before I identified with anything that might even remotely be gender weirdness, gender fuckery, outside gender of my own assigned gender. It's not difficult. And guess what? I was like, you know what? I think I was raised in a Republican family. My grandparents that I spent most of my time with loved George Bush. And when the presidency campaign of Bush versus Kerry was going on, they bought the book that was like shit-talking John Kerry or whatever his name was. And me being like, however old I was at that time, like, I think under 13 years old, and being in my family that had the beliefs that my family had, I was like, I'll read the John Kerry book. I want to see why he's so awful. I like George Bush just like my family does, right? And then, I went to high school in a non-predominantly white high school, and I was like, oh, all of this stuff that my older family members have been saying about people that are a different race than me, it doesn't feel like those things are necessarily true. Because I talk to people who are people of color, and it doesn't really match what my family's saying. Maybe that stuff's not true. We have had the same family upbringing. I was always the black sheep. And I think, like, once I got to a certain age where I could have different experiences that weren't isolated, which is the other problem, right? I grew up in a suburban, middle-class, white neighborhood with only white people in that neighborhood. I went to a religious school from the time that I was in daycare until I was in 4th grade. There were no black kids at my school at all, I'm pretty sure. And then when I stopped going to that school, I had to go to another school. And I had people of color in my classes. And so I was like, well, I want to be friends with them. So maybe the stuff that my family, my like grandparents and my great-grandparents say, maybe that's not true. And maybe I form my own opinions on shit, right? Um, yeah. I know that it can be like I'm lashing out and being angry and stuff, but like part of that is being exasperated by things and also by wishing people were better or that they wanted to learn, and then being sort of confronted with the fact that maybe they don't want to, which is sad because you miss out on a lot of stuff. You miss out on a lot of friendships. You miss out on a lot of potential partners. You miss out on a lot of support from other people. You miss out on community. And maybe the community that you have is your like echo chamber, and you're like, I'm happy in this community of this echo chamber. Are you though? I don't know. Maybe you are. And you know what? If you are, sure, stick with it, I guess. I don't know. This is just like stream of consciousness shit, and I'm sure I'll get people that are pissed off at me, which I think this is why, like, I get a decent amount of people that for some reason I'm the Yogscast member that they don't like, and I think part of it is because I am probably one of the more, like, not to say anyone else is not outspoken, but I'm quite outspoken about things. And I try to stand up for things, and that rubs a lot of people the wrong way. And so I think that I come off as abrasive to other people, but the abrasiveness comes from a passion for loving other people. And if that is upsetting to you, like, I don't know. And same thing with, like, people getting mad that I talk about stuff, or being like, oh my god, can you talk about stuff that's not being gay, or, you know, blah blah, or not trans stuff? Why? Why can't I? Stop saying Frodo and Samwise are gay. They're not real either. You know? And I don't super care, but especially now that I've realized. And it's probably also a bit of the autism stuff where I come across as like, what's it called? Uncanny Valley. Yeah. Checked back up on the Yogscast after about a year of not watching, and I was like, who's that in the middle of this video? You're the best member of the Yogscast at the moment. Thank you. I think, like, and I appreciate that you came in, and even though what I said upset you, that you are still receptive to, like, learning and talking, because that's what I mean when I say, like, when I'm angry about something, and I'm angry about this overarching group of people that seems to make the decision for everybody else. I know, obviously, so many people that could qualify for that group, but don't want to, and so, of course I love those people. Of course. I have white friends. Guys, don't worry. You know what they say. Don't worry, guys. I have white friends. But there's a difference, right? Where it's like, I know, uh-oh, that's my canceling. There's the difference of, like, when I yell about things, or when I feel passionate about things. And anybody can, right? Because if someone is a person of color, and they're like, man, I fucking hate white people. Sometimes I'm in the mood to be like, me too, dude. Sometimes I'm like, man, like, I really like this person, and I'm white, and that makes me sad that they have had really bad experiences with white people, and that they hate white people and stuff. And then I go, actually, you know what? I know I'm not the white person that they're talking about, and I'm not the white person that they hate, and I can understand that they've been harmed a lot by white people, and especially when it comes to POC people, that's like hundreds of years. More than that? of oppression. And same thing with like feminism. And now the issue is, for some reason, they were like, okay, fine, we'll give women their rights. Okay, fine, we'll give people of color their rights. And they're like, man, guess we'll give the fucking gay people their rights. Is there anyone whose rights we can like really campaign on? Razorcat, thank you. Is there anyone we can campaign on for our sports team? Ooh. Well, J.K. Rowling's really mad about the transgender people. Maybe we can use that to our advantage. I don't know. And yes, of course, disclaimer. I don't want to drink every white man's tears. But I do want to drink the tears of white men who do not want to educate themselves, don't want to listen to other people, lack empathy, and want to make stupid reviews. I don't really want to drink anybody's tears, honestly. Here's the autism. That sounds gross. There's very few body fluids. There's no... I will not elaborate. Body fluids that I'm... Anyways. I don't want to drink anybody's tears. But I just want people to be nice. I want people to be nice. And thank you still for coming in. And even if I, like I said, even if I upset you, I can empathize with being upset, because sometimes when people hate a group of people that I feel like I'm a part of, I go, man, that kind of hurts my feelings. Then I go, you know what? I kind of fucking get it. I kind of get it, dude. And that doesn't mean that people that are marginalized or oppressed can't be wrong about things either. And that doesn't mean that they can't be a part of, you know, hatred and things like that. But it's just, if you look at the amount of people that want to be hateful, there's definitely like different groups of people who deal with who hold these opinions. I don't hate them. And then you have to learn where to draw the line, right? Because you can be like, oh man, like, I've had a friend who would make borderline racist jokes. And I was like, or just full-on racist jokes. And I'd be like, am I cool with this? Or should I say something? And no matter how much you like that person, you know, Glorp has it right. Tumbuskin, thanks for the tier 2 and the 40 months. And I hope anybody who came from the Yogscast raid or anything like that that might fit the straight white man or the white man category, or anybody in my community, if it upsets you for me to say those things, I hope that you maybe do some like thinking about things, maybe some learning. There's always room for learning, even if you're like, I love gay people, I love women, I love people of color. There's always room to learn shit. I fuck shit up all the time. I'll be like, ooh, I don't know. I'm ignorant on this topic. So I go, guess I better learn about it. Look inward, motherfuckers, and be kind to others. Hell yeah. That's a tombstone if I've seen it. It is. But yeah, I appreciate everybody, of course, in the chat. And if you're like, yay, I want to learn things, good. If you're like, I don't want to listen to Boba being angry, and I'm sad about these things, and so I don't want to be here, I fucking get it, because I've had to do that lately too, for a lot of things. So do what's right for your mental health. And if you're like, I'm really fucking angry, and I love when Boba screams, then I say to you, oh, she tired. This bitch tired. And I think it's okay to be angry at me too, or be like, this bitch fucking talk way too much about these things. I got to. I need to. I have to. Because I have some weird little fucking wind up toy inside my body that goes like this and goes, we gotta do the right thing. I think it's powered by autism as well. And it's like, I've been like this for a long time. I've been fucking angry on behalf of my friends for a long time. And I've tried to do the right thing on behalf of other people for a long time. It's like it's like that guy holding in his cough. Literally. Me wanting to do the right thing is that guy holding in his cough till his veins are exploding and he's turning red. That's how I feel a lot of the times. I didn't get to watch Yogs for a good 6 years due to my own mental stuff, but since returning to watch in the past year and a half, you quickly became one of my favorite Yogs because your humor is close to my own as a fellow autistic, and you're a very kind person from what I've seen. And as this conversation has been going through, you work to stay kind, which is very admirable. Keep on keeping on. Thank you, Kale. That's very nice of you, too. I try my best, dude. Because I don't want to make anyone sad, either. I don't want anyone to be sad. Even if I'm like, I want stupid people who leave comments to be sad. I kind of do, but also I'm like, fine, I don't want them to be sad. I don't. I just get angry. I get mad. I get a little mad. And it's because, here's the thing. If it was like, you know, about me, not everything is, unfortunately. If it was about me, yeah, some people I do want them to be sad. I don't know. I'd be quite passionate about it still. But since it's about people that I super fucking care about, that's the thing. That's where you've done fucked up. Because I am ride or die at all times. Do you do meditation? She plays anime dress-up games, so kind of. Yeah, basically. You still use she, they? Yeah, pretty much whatever. Here's my thing with my gender, is I think I'm like gender apathetic. Or autism gender, which is I don't think things have a gender. I don't find things to be masculine or feminine, and I don't find myself to be masculine or feminine. I don't think of myself as a woman or as a man. And I actually have not thought of myself as a woman or as a girl for a super long time, but not even thought about it. I don't care about being called a woman. I don't care about being called girl, really. And then the only reason that I don't super care about he, him, or anything, but the reason that I don't super vibe with those things is because of growing up being socialized AFAB and as a feminine person. The times that masculine identities were used to identify me were mostly for insulting reasons. And so that's why I don't super vibe with them as much. I'm a man in the way the sun is a man, you know? That's how I feel. And I don't think clothes have gender. I don't think makeup has gender. And things like that. However, because I am a ride or die for respect kind of person, if someone is like, I identify as a woman through and through, or I find myself to be feminine, or I think I'm dressed feminine because I have a dress on and that's how I feel, then I say, hell yeah, you look great. Autism not seeing gender is a common thing, isn't it? Yeah, it can be. That's why there's apathetic gender or autism gender, where it's like that, like where someone is like, if someone is truly blind, it's not you close your eyes and that's what it's like being blind. It's like try seeing out of your elbow. It's like what Hale said, where it's like, I feel like a woman the same way that you could say it about a fucking object or anything. I don't feel that. I just feel like me, which is weird to like try to explain or vocalize, but I just don't super care. You know? And so for my pronouns, like, I think for me, if people use they, them, I don't mind she, they, whatever. But I think for me, the nice thing of they is, and this is not to encourage anyone to do it at all because I super do not care. But when people use they, them for me, that to me is nice in a way because it's like, oh, this person is considering that and being considerate of that. And so then that communicates to me that you have put thought into it. And so to recognize that is what I appreciate about that. Why be gender when I can be rat? See, Zoe was talking about this on her stream where she was she's like thinking about gender and stuff. And I was like, I find things that I identify with. Igamesh. And it's usually like, I like that little creature. I like that little guy. I like that little gremlin. Whatever. I don't need a gender. I just need me and my mischief. What a quiet. What do I want? Come here. Anyways. That's how I feel. If you want to make an angry Reddit post about it, don't do that. I don't need that shit. And I hope, like, anybody here, hopefully none of this was triggering for anybody. No matter your identity or anything. Because that shit sucks too. And I know sometimes it's nice to not have to think about these things that are upsetting. But I think sometimes when shit gets really fucking difficult and really upsetting, I just get to the point where it boils over, you know? And I was feeling it before streaming. I was like, all right, am I gonna talk about this? I don't know. And then I can't not do it. I've got the holding my cough in, except it's me trying to hold in my sense of morality and my very strict sense of justice. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. And so that you know I care. Because I fucking care. I care so fucking much about other people. And like, I think that also comes across fake to people sometimes. Like, someone asked a friend of mine once, they were like, is Boba actually that nice? Or does she just pretend? Which, that communicates to me that you can't imagine someone being truly nice, which is kind of sad. And like, yeah, I'm not always nice, and sometimes I do have mean thoughts about people. But no, I care a lot. And I cry about shit all the fucking time for other people. My empathy levels are way too high. All the ones that, didn't get empathy in the world I might have gotten. Sometimes I'll remember something sad and I'm like, oh man, that upsets me. It upsets me. Harry and Lollop, they so advocate for you. What? Could come from insecurity, yeah. That's why I had to stop doing clinician work. I'm too empathetic and it was hard. Oh my god. When I worked at, the other reason that I yell about this shit a lot is because I worked at Planned Parenthood and we did, like trans health care and and of course before then I had friends who were trans and so it was important to me. But when I worked at Planned Parenthood, I was like, now I gotta do a lot of shit to make this right. Because it's not the way it should be just yet, our policies and procedures. And I gotta do it because it's important to me. And so that's what I did while I was there. And then also, I literally, like, I cared so much about the trans patients that would come in that they'd come in, I'd check them in or whatever, I'd talk to them, and my fucking empathy, and also just how much I care about people, which I'm not, it sounds cringe to talk about myself like this, but I'd have to walk away sometimes because I would be fucking crying, either tears of happiness or whatever. And my coworker, I worked with 4 or 5 women who were mostly Spanish, Dominican Republican, or Dominican, I guess, Dominican, Cuban, Puerto Rican, Mexican, and then Filipino, which is honorary Spanish from what I understand. And they'd be like, the one girl I worked with, she'd be like, is she crying again? And they'd be like, and then the Dominican girl that worked up front with me would be like, she would do the big like tut thing, like, she's always fucking crying, you know that. And I'd be like, ah. And they'd be like, oh, she's always fucking crying. But of course we all got along together, so it was out of love. But they'd be like, they called me Nico, was my nickname. They'd be like, Nico, why you gotta cry so much? I'd be like, I can't help it. Or something would happen and they'd be like, that's gonna make her fucking cry, dude. Latino women built different. So true, dude. So true. The one girl that I worked with, and she was like, when I was gonna get my coil, my IUD, she's like, can I assist for it? And I was like, sure. She's like, you don't mind? And I was like, no. She's like, I'm gonna see your coochie. And I was like, I know. She's like, I want to see it. And I said, it's fine. I don't care. Come look at it. We were good friends, all of us. I missed them a lot, but they were absolutely so fucking wild. Those Spanish women. I loved them. They taught me Spanish. And they laughed at me when I thought the word Papa Nicolau meant Santa Claus, but it actually means pap smear. Anyways. Close enough. Alright, I'll say thank you to people, and then I will play this video game for a little bit. What time is it? Yeah, I will. Even though I yelled for a while. That got you in tears. Listen. Papa Nicolau. You're welcome. What got it? That the person wanted to see my vagina? We saw them so much while we worked there that I was like, I don't need to see anymore. Or I just, at first I was like, oh, I shouldn't look at their vagina. Like, it's really vulnerable of them to be at the doctor's office. I shouldn't look. And then I'd be like, oh my god, I've seen so many fucking vaginas. What difference does it make? I don't even think of it as a vagina anymore. At this point. It's just part of the person that's laying there on the table. It's not even a vagina at this point. Same with boobies. They'll sometimes be like, oh my god, this person just got their boobies out, and I was like, oh yeah, this is a doctor's office, and they're getting a breast exam. You got your boobies out? What the fuck? Brimley the Dwarf, thank you so much for the 60 months. Zadarin, thanks for gifting a sub to Overlight. Lebodo, thanks for the 68 months. Pang Boy, thanks so much for the 3 months. Aya, oh, Shamemaru, thank you so much for the 2 months. All women at that office, it seems. But we'd just be like, if any of them ever had any issues too, like if anybody had like a yeast infection or bacterial vaginosis, they'd be like, oh, put me in for an appointment. And I'd be like, all right, because I worked at the front to do the appointments. They'd be like, can you come back and assist? And I'd be like, yeah. So I'd go in with the nurse and help them do the swab or whatever. I'd be like, here's the fucking Texas Q-tip. There's a big Q-tip that you gotta use. It's like a real big one. And I don't mean that it's just long. It's the Q-tip part of it is also big. And they use those for the swabs. For maximum, gunk, I guess. As if it's a yeast infection or bacterial vaginosis, it's probably gunk and not like a nicer word. Adam Shandy, thank you so much for gifting a sub. Kay Really, thanks for gifting a sub to Maisie Squeak. Uncle Ninja, thank you again for the 10 gifted subs. I saw it happening while I was screaming. I could not take a moment to have one breath to thank you, and I am sorry for that, but I am thanking you now, and I super appreciate it. And for your message that you sent earlier, too, about identity and stuff. T Cozy, thanks for the bits. Dunny, thank you so much for the 56 months. Rose, thanks for gifting a sub to Pip. Sandown, thank you for the bits. Andy, thank you so much for the 68 months. What do I want? Up here then. You crying? What a crying? You crying? Is it because I was yelling? Are you emotionally supporting me and that's why you're freaking out? Are you emotionally supporting your mommy? Mommy's yelling again about trans rights. Come up here. I need to be emotionally supported. Support me.
Support me. Yippee!
Gamers, thanks for gifting to Animate.
Support me emotionally.
Sometimes when I'm sad and he wants to hang out with me, I'm like, are you just hanging out with me because I'm fucking sad? And you have some kind of innate, like, thing that makes you do that? Trans crimes? Like, my only thought is drawing raccoons and possums. I can tell. It's called empathy, Boba. You might know it. You mean this cat has more empathy than the comments of videos on YouTube? Razorcat, thank you again for the 2 months. You have 2 rag dolls. Mr. Brian. He's got some of that. Tumbuskin, thank you so much for the tier 2 and the 40 months. Jaranon, thank you for the 17 months. Isaac, thank you for the 68 months. Mito Choco, thanks for gifting a sub. And Gamers, thanks again. Ugh. What do you think of that? Was I based? The comic where it's the Grim Reaper leading the person away. Except it's me. Gamers, thanks for gifting to Darius. It's me, and the Grim Reaper is taking me away, and I go, was I based? And he says, I've had a lot of complaints about you. And I say, is it true? Is God really a white man? And he goes, what? There's no God. Uh-oh. Video game? Okay. Ride or die. Pace is standard. Okay, that's fine. Audio English, text English, subtitles, we want those. Love that that's default. Love it. I thought an alert was happening on my screen, but it's actually in the video game for the subtitles. Another session on your Sailor Moon leg piece today. Hell yeah. You saw the musical this Sunday. Oh my god. I need to go see one. I wish also, like, I think it feels sad that online spaces do feel so white still a lot of the time. And I know that there are a lot of, like, POC communities and stuff. I just hope that people that are POC, like, I want people to feel so super comfortable too. I want things to be less white. What a statement. Damn, they're based. Based. You know what kind of game this is? I think it's like action. I've gone woke. My eyes are open. Representation is important. Exactly. And I think, like, I hope that spaces become more diversified, too. And I hope that angry white people don't scare away. And I don't mean me being an angry white person. I was angry about being empathetic. But I hope angry white people who exist in gaming spaces don't keep people of color out of those spaces, or women, or trans people. Captions. In addition to subtitles. Look at that! Radio buzzing. I do like when that happens. Font size, font color, all of that. Okay. This is the other thing people complaining about, where they're like, why is there accessibility in the game? Just don't fucking use it if you don't want to. Guiding strand active, I might be okay without that. I love having subtitles on. I can't hear anything ever, so my brain can't hear something and think what it means at the same time. Graphics are automatically configured. Would you like to customize them now? Let's see what they say. That's fine, that's fine, that's probably fine. Ultra. I'm assuming it will be fine, all of this. I know, I need subtitles, dude. When I went to the Hamilton musical, I was like, in my brain, I was like, I should turn the subtitles on. So I was like, what are they saying? And then I remembered, that's not a thing. Balanced, easy, or story? Balanced. Question mark? Game has semi-stop frame animation style. Yeah. It will look like it's frame rate, but it's supposed to be like, a bit stop motion-ish. Alright. Big Mesh. Look at him. He's got to eat by his mummy. Mr. Baby.
Down in the deep south, folks spin tales about the Grand Tapestry, an invisible weave holding our world together. They say the Grand Tapestry is torn by folk sorrows, and these damaged threads give rise to the evil spirits called haints. But every great while, a mighty storm brews, awakening a powerful force. A weaver, gifted with the power to reach into the past and mend folks' deep wounds. With enchanted hooks in hand, this weaver can banish haints and reweave the tapestry thread.
I love the Cajun accent.
Restoring the land so life can bloom again, fresh and new.
It's beautiful. I think also because I'm a French enjoyer.
The last weaver vanished long ago, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Our tale begins deep in the heart of Chickasaw County, in a speck of a town called Prospero, where the last weaver was last seen.
Being emotionally
That
supported, I think.
Hazel's mama
Mr.
was
Baby.
running late.
Also, he
Driving
just always
home
sits
through
here.
a storm that seemed hell-bent on drowning the whole South. Meanwhile, our Hazel is packing an emergency box, fixing to evacuate quickly. A hurricane brewing on the horizon, and a mighty big one at that.
See? This is me. I've been in hurricanes.
Man, I miss singing on the bus with these guys. Wish we had another meet.
I'm hurt. Might be.
Another medal, too.
Oh, have
We
a good
was
rest of
fast
your
as
day,
hell.
Curist. Get some rest.
Mine should be back by now. Probably got sucked into work again. Typical. I shouldn't be doing all this packing by myself. But here I am.
You know those ones? Y to interact. And then some objective stuff. Okay.
All right, what's coming with me?
Okay. Ooh, new lore just dropped. Also, do you remember one of my favorite games of all time was Kaya Dark Lineage? The protagonist of that was POC. And I loved her. Kaya. Thank you, Curious. Get some rest. Cute. Is that... Is that my wife? Is it my wife? Wonder if I can tab into... Is that my wife? Based wife take? Okay. Anyways, continue. Gilgamesh? I thought so, dude. Camera covers her face. Oh, frick. Well, you know. Let me put this guy over on the tree. Just my leg falling asleep.
Baby.
I think it's her. I think so. That guy is in his little bed. It's going to sleep in peace. Is that just gonna stay there? Okay. Okay.
And there goes the flash flood warnings. Like clockwork.
Lacey! Where you at, Lacey? We're in the south, so it's not a Brooklyn accent. I don't think it's a country accent. But
I asked Mama for a doll and got this thing instead. I know he's weird looking, but I can't help but love him.
he looks like the little green guy from Final Fantasy. What's him? What's him? My vocabulary is spent after screaming so much. Pondberry, yeah. We ain't got no vocabulary no more.
Storm's never been this bad before.
Hazel.
Things got tense with Mama last time I visited you at the mausoleum, Dad.
No! He's dead!
She'll never explain why she and Grandma Bunny got bad blood.
Ooh, the wind and the controllers reacting to it.
That
Oh.
was the day Mama threw up on me after getting off that wacky world. Almost passed out from laughing so hard.
There you at that, but
She's
like
still
the
had that
horrible
kind of
guys
time
in
for me.
Infinity Nikki. Who's Did Pedguin just say that guy's name is Tom Brady?
I gotta stop reminiscing and start packing. For real.
Start packing, okay.
Whew. It is really picking up out there. You ready to go?
I was over here all alone.
I'm sorry, I know. I swung by the shelter because there was a leak in the roof, and then I had to drive folks back and forth to Jolene's to ride out the storm.
Jolene.
Besides, you are young and spry, my little track star. Oh, shoot, we got 5 minutes. Let's go. Did you pack everything?
Mama, I'm grown. This ain't my first hurricane. I know what to do.
As
I
long as
love
you didn't forget
those
the
braids.
Flashlights and batteries. You had the blankets?
Yes, because I have my...
Hurricane checklist. Is that a smiley face?
Hey, Hazel, think fast.
Oh, come on, Mama. We don't have room for my track shoes.
You know how expensive those things are. You best find somewhere to pack them.
Aren't you glad there's no hurricanes in the UK? I kind of miss them.
I said, and pack them light.
Pack a bag, then pack it light. Hey, pack your bags, then pack
them light.
Because I miss really
You think this place is
crazy
still be here?
weather. There's no
After?
crazy weather here.
I called Hurricane Lulu and she said, we good.
Mama, I'm serious. What if it's different this time?
That's not for you to worry about.
True climate
And
change.
now we got 4 minutes. Did you just suck your teeth in me?
I wouldn't be rushed if you didn't.
Don't mumble. Speak on it.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
Sips, Dowie, Erica,
Waste time?
thanks for
That's
the
not what I
raid.
meant. It's just you left me to prep for a hurricane by myself.
Oh, I thought you was grown.
Dowie. That scared me.
What if we called up Bunny and go over there? You know, the mansion with the hurricane-proof windows?
Now,
Prismism thing.
you want to bring this up right now.
I'm just saying.
We are going to Jolene's church with everybody else like we always do.
Whatever.
And don't roll your eyes at me.
I wasn't even looking at you.
I made those eyes. I know when they rolling.
I just don't understand why we can't go over there. Bunny still can, even if Daddy's dead. Just tell me
Hazel,
why.
please.
I wonder who has the mom's other
Please,
half of
go
the
over
necklace.
Bose and Mrs. Pearls, check on them. They may need help.
We might need some help. I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody else.
Uh-oh.
Damn it!
Nito, thanks for gifting to Erica.
Your great-grandmother made this.
You never told me that.
I shouldn't have to tell you something is important for you not to break it.
Well, maybe if you did, you still have a coffee mug.
Uh-oh.
This world existed before I brought you into it, Hazel Flood. Remember that next time you go around thinking you know everything. Hazel! Everything I do for you.
Whatever. No getting through to her. Whatever.
We gonna be in a
Let me go
lot of
check on
trouble.
Mo.
What was I gonna say? This style of hair, this hairstyle, I think you can do it by like braiding the braid like from underneath instead of from over. I still have no fucking idea how to do that. I have no idea. Welcome, Raiders. I hope you're enjoying Sips's grocery store. I posted that game for him and the 100 boys to play, which Pedguin had sent it to me originally, but I'm into deep to Grocery Store Simulator, which is similar but different. So there you go. Brooming the shoplifters. Do they have shoplifters in that one? Or is it his imagination? This is kind of loud, isn't it? How's this volume and everything? Oh shit, that's actually really bad, and I don't think we should be going anywhere. And also, is our house just on cinder blocks? You need to be so careful around running water like that. Like, Well, for sure running water like that, but even a few inches of running water. Just do something. There's like lore. Trey is my dad, Lacey's my mom. She's a social worker. She struggles with the trauma she sees on the job. She can't save everyone. She's frustrated with the system and the way it takes time away from Hazel, her little bug. Trey fell in love with Lacey during college. He and Lacey were happily married and had Hazel. He died unexpectedly when Hazel was 4 and is buried in a mausoleum near the Flood Mansion. And I guess because our last name is Flood, and so's the dad. But I don't think we live in the Flood Mansion. Oh, but I guess she's saying she doesn't have a good relationship with the grandma, maybe from that side. Louisiana? Which button is the Eye of the Flood?
Bo and those damn dogs are always up to something.
Oh my gosh, I hope it's pit bulls. That's a popular breed in the south. Oh my god, hurricane party, let's fucking go.
Oh, Hazel! Oh, come on in and grab some.
Bro. This looks like every guy I know from Florida.
I came here to check on you, but it looks like you riding this storm out in style.
Oh, yeah. Me and the
I
folks are
told
having a
you!
hurricane
Oh
party.
my god, dude, hurricane party.
Yep. Ain't no storm got me yet. And if things go south, I got my boat. You sure you don't want some punch?
I've gotta go check on
Bro.
Mrs. Pearl.
This guy's
Hey, it ain't
my
dog's
dad.
pooping on her grass. My dogs are gentlemen.
My stepdad.
Better make sure Miss Pearl's taking
When we
this
had a
serious.
hurricane and the neighborhoods would flood, my dad would go around, my stepdad would go around in his boat and be like, "You guys need any help?" And everyone's like, "No." And they're like, "Why are you in your fucking boat?" But he had a nice time. He had a good time. Former collegiate football player with professional aspirations that had a career-ending injury. A big guy with a heart of gold. He checks in on Mrs. Pearl and Lacey and views Hazel like a little sister. Only thing he loves more than fishing is his dogs. Dude. About to shit all over a fool in a fishing forum. True. Rare stepdad lore. Alright, do we go to this one maybe? So this one has eviction.
I miss Sadie. Well, at least the Goodmans won't have to worry about repairs anymore.
Oh, jumping?
It's too late to board up all windows too. The Joneses really are one step ahead.
They're all good. Secured. I don't know, dude, though. With the way that water looks, I think this is an evacuation situation. And I say that as a Floridian.
What you doing on my porch in all of this weather, baby?
I'm just checking on you, see if you need anything. You holding up okay?
I'm doing just fine. Been doing this longer than you've been alive. Why don't you come in for a second?
When
I
an
should
old
probably
lady
head
calls
back.
you baby
Come
or
in,
honey.
have some gizzards. I'm cooking them all before the power goes out.
Smart.
You know I can't say no to your cooking.
Oh,
There's a bee in your bonnet. I can tell.
I really hope the house
Just
does not
frustrated with
collapse
Mom.
with our mom
She stayed late
inside,
at the
dude.
shelter and left me all alone.
After we've just had an argument with her, it's setting up for that, dude.
She could stand a moment's rest.
Future
Right.
bosses?
She's all over the place all the time.
Future boss, maybe? Spider? Bro.
She's got a good heart. Just wants everyone to be okay all the time, you know?
Yeah, I know. You need some help in there?
Thanks, hon. I'm
An
almost
owl, a
done.
crocodile, a spider.
What else is
There's a
on your
mermaid,
mind?
too.
What you know about Bunny?
Why you barking up that tree for?
Uh-oh.
It's hard not to. Mama never so much as talks about her.
Well, does she ever look in on you?
No, I guess not.
Sometimes people are privy to things that we aren't. Your mama is doing what she thinks is best.
Turn it up for you.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no, and we broke that spider. Dude, I said so! Bro. When the media literacy hits.
Come on!
How do I run? Okay, I found out. Is this too loud for you, or is this good? I don't need to jump. Not yet. Uh-oh. Music too loud? Alright. I pause. If I can go... I'm sure they've got, like, audio. Music is a bit loud, yeah. We just toggle these so that the dialogue is kind of lower. It has to be an even number. Lead vocal. What?
Hold on!
Well, this is not a good idea, dude. This is a bad idea. Oh, that's really bad.
Holy shit. What just happened? How did I get back to the shore?
Hazards such as toxic water and brambles cause damage. Okay. The jump is quite, immediate. I'm not running. Toxic water! Missing Michaela. Squeeze through. Uh-oh.
No. That doesn't sound good. Shit! It took out the bridge!
Oh my gosh. Oh, look it! Oh, Lara Croft! Tomb Raider!
Mama, I'm coming! I'm gonna make it.
I don't super think that part is doable. There was like siding on the side of the bridge that I thought it was like
God damn it, I can't!
Tomb Raider.
I'm not fast enough. I'm always fast enough.
No, the style is great. I love
What
it.
is it? Bunny. She's gotta help.
See, look. Tomb Raider siding. 85 is not even. It's even enough. Look. Oh, I love that.
The
Okay.
bridge! Gotta get across.
Oop. Okay, now you're talking my language, dude. Hold and press to move across.
Bunny's house is uphill. She's always fine during storms.
And then... Oh, that was the wrong one.
Yeah? What's happening?
Oopsies. What'd you say? Gonna Nathan Drake the shit out of this. Put respect on my Lara Croft's name. B to go downwards.
If I can get to her place, she can get help from Mama.
Fuck off. Okay, there's a... That one's not a good one. That edge was a bad edge. Jeez. Okay. Reminder to not go too far. Ooh. What? I don't like it.
What was that? I must be seeing things.
Merp. Did any of you guys see a big fucking spider woman?
Okay, can't give up now.
We've crossed the bridge.
Oh, shit! Help! Please! My mother! We need help!
I want to look at all these places. 'Cause they look cool.
Can anybody hear me? Please!
Bro, I would not be out in this weather because the big danger of it is also the fucking debris, electricity. I'm sus of that. Uh-oh. I try to get on that roof for fun. I'm taking damage, I think. Jeez. Gosh, they said the same thing I did. Big donut!
Please hold!
Oh, is that a possum? Come back! Oh, I got stabbed by the fence for dilly-dallying. I think this is where we gotta go.
Hey, Dad. Headed to your old place. Got no other options. I'm so scared for Mama. Dad, if you're up there, keep her safe.
Grandma!
Gotta go around.
Go around. This way? My health is getting lower from exposure. But we're almost there.
What is all that? That can't be real. Hope they'll help me.
Grandma? And Wisteria's. Wisteria? Wisteria?
I know y'all in there.
Why didn't-
Excuse me.
Oh my god, why didn't they
You
board
can't
this
just
place
show
up?
unannounced.
I have to talk to Bunny.
Well, she is rested. You're gonna have to come back tomorrow. It can't wait.
Mum's in the house. Being washed away. We're gonna ask our grandma for help, I guess? But we don't really have a relationship with this grandma.
What is all this racket?
Hey, Grandma?
Is that Hazel? You've gotten taller. What brought you sopping wet to my doorstep this evening?
You've
I told her
gotten
you were rested,
taller.
But she
Nonsense, Lily. That's my only grandchild down there. What can we do for you?
The trailer got swept downstream with Mama in it, and I
Swept down in the river in that tin can of a home?
I tried to catch her, but I couldn't keep up. There's no one in town. I saw the lights on here, and I came for help.
And we will. In the morning.
But you know people. Can you call the sheriff or something?
You know rescue services are paused in the middle of a hurricane, dear.
You're acting like you don't even care.
Mind your tone, please.
You don't understand. It ain't just about Mama. I'm seeing these things. These strands in the air.
Would
I'm
not tell my
scared.
grandma that.
Strands.
Yeah. Yeah. There is something big out there.
Oh, she does
Lily.
have the evil stepmother
Yes, ma'am.
hair.
Clearly my granddaughter is not in her right mind right now. Afraid for her mother and all.
Strand
Ready a
cave?
guest room.
Yes, ma'am.
Jima? To you, oblivious one.
Poor thing. You've been through a lot tonight. Come sit down for a minute.
I feel like she's
I'll
gonna
take
break
care
out
of
into
it.
song, but I don't think that's what's gonna happen. New lore achieved. Grandma's evil ass picture, dude. Bunny Flood is Hazel's grandmother. She's made her fortunes in Prospero through multiple business ventures. She did not approve of Trey and Lacey's relationship, and after Trey's death, they had a further estranged relationship. Miss Pearl's a retired school nurse. She's very nice.
Where am I? A dream. What a strange dream. These strands, I've seen them before.
By Mido. Guiding strand with R.
Are they saying my name? They're saying my name.
This cart is being pulled by a giant piggy.
What are you doing here?
Master
How
Magician Rue.
Who are you? What are you doing in my dream?
There's our house. I should have tried to give him a little pat on the head, the piggy.
Hazel? Hazel!
I'm gonna have to
I'm
go
right
under the
here.
house.
Ma, can you see me?
Oh God, my baby! My baby bug! No! You're not gonna make it! Ah!
Ma, I'm right here.
How did she see us fall into the water? Oh, look, the strand stuff is like... It's like flowers in it, kinda. Oh, that's not good.
Ma, Ma, wake up!
Is that her in the water?
Mama,
Big spider.
the
Like
trail.
my mom.
Mama, oh no. Grandma. Bunny, Lily.
Our mother.
We gotta find Mama. Hey, open the door.
Woo! Creepy.
It's my only option, I guess. The strands are still here. Maybe it wasn't a dream.
I wanted to be friends with him.
The strands. That stuff. That thing last night. What's happening?
The door frame looks easy to break through. I don't think I could break through a
Can't
door.
believe Bunny.
Me either.
Sorry, Grandma locked me in there.
Upwards. Oh.
All right. How do I get out of here?
We are not replaceable as people. They say life is a light that once diminished is forever blinked out. But I don't think it has to be that way. There's magic in this world. Tall tales with hints of truth. I will find it, then maybe I can forgive him. I want to forgive him.
Huh? I wonder what happened. Feels sad.
When I hold the hooks, I can see hints of strands and stigma flickering at the end of my vision. But I can neither unravel them nor can I make them tangible. It's infuriating. I've exhausted all frameworks and possibilities. No methodology has brought me closer to controlling the strands and hooks that refuse to sing to me. The light of my life has still gone dark. Maybe there's another way.
Unraveling stigma. What the hell does that mean? Can Bunny see strands too?
So, 7th, 1982, and then 1989, and then 2003. Oh, Grandpa? Grandpa?
I wish you were
Daddy?
here, Dad. Does she lock all the doors in here? Is there something
Oh,
behind that shelf?
secret tunnel.
Huh. Rich people's houses. Those voices are getting louder. There's something up here.
It's hereditary. Sacred outfit or weapon? Or sidekick? You see a dollhouse run.
Holy shit.
Are those climbing hooks? Oh, weird.
Do these control you?
Momo. Oh god. Don't like that. Don't like that stuff. What about the scissors that were in there? There was
What
scissors.
is all this?
Those
I feel
looked
like I'm going
important.
insane.
Interesting. Can I do that to this? No. This is boss fight looking. Okay, this looked a little bit like an arena, but it
That's
doesn't
not
so much
possible.
anymore.
Foot's fine too.
Is this hiding? I want to go in the water.
The hooks are reacting to that thing in the ground. Buddy called it stigma?
Use
Do
the
they know what to
hooks.
do?
Unravel.
What the fuck?
From Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Oh yeah. Ugh. Gone now though. Mostly. Oh, and flowers. I think those are what were there before, maybe? Ooh, but the entire mansion has them. What the hell? Grandma's at her second mansion.
I don't need you. I never did.
Or is that the second part of the mansion? Oh, did it?
And I'm gonna find my mama on my own.
It's on her arms.
Hazel got no help from her strange grandma. Truth was, she was glad to leave the flood mansion behind. Used to handling things on her own, she set off downriver to find her house and rescue her ma herself. There, magic called to her. A magic she'd felt in her bone, but she had never seen before. And something dark. That old house had hid all manners of odious secrets over the years. Hazel set off to find them all through the hurricane-ravaged land. But her path would lead her to a place haunted by whispers from days of yore.
Mmm.
It's all on me to find her. There's no one coming out.
Ooh. On my arms, there's like glove, maybe?
Need to get downriver. If Mama's trapped, I'll figure it out.
You know I gotta go extra out of the way kind of places. What's over here? Can I go over the fence? Can. Oh, but stank water. Ooh, with gross rustling trees. Nothing under the bridge. Bunny rabbit?
I think this is the right way.
Hmm. I don't know the last time I played a game kind of similar to this. Which would be like... I guess it's action? Action game? Oh, oh, ah! Ah! Ee! Ah! Ah! Ee! I don't think I zoom in. I go I go up to this monitor. Which one is it? Is that where it is? On the screen? There? Ah! Of little babies. Babies. This isn't the right... Like... Why is it not matching up? Don't run! No! Come back! Adopt me! I
More
belong!
thorns. All the way out here?
Oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. Toxic water. Brambles. Strands. Grand tapestry. The fabric of the universe that connects all things. When the grand tapestry is invisible and intangible to most people except weavers, who can see how it interacts with reality. The objects of station are the weaver's tools, passed down to the next weaver when they are chosen by the land. A knot forms around a stigma mass. And it's a result of the grand tapestry warping due to trauma.
Where am I anyway?
I want to know where that possum went. Look this way. Any secrets?
Foxes. The storm's got all the fuzzy guys out and about.
Oh! That was worth it.
Shit. This was my way downriver. Only way forward is down.
Creatures. That's big thorns. Uh-oh. Excuse me, bunny rabbits. Showed me the way.
It's like some weird folktale. Brer Rabbit or something.
humans.
Hey, who
Uh-oh.
got you all so spooked?
Running away and towards other humans. Not great. Or running towards humans. Yee.
It appears as if I will be instanced into a fight. There is an aura surrounding.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Ew.
This better work.
Ah! Press X to attack. Oh, the music is banging already. Hold X to charge for an amplified attack. B to dodge. Uh-oh. And Y to unravel. Okay. Can I lock on? And uh-oh. Oh yeah, I can do the big one too. Excuse me. Oh, that wasn't a great one. And then we can Y on them.
It's gone. I did that.
Music is great, yeah. Ah, there's another one.
Of you. I'd be screwed without these hooks.
I'm God of Warring. Thought that would be a longer wind up, maybe. Get unraveled. Cool. Any more? When an enemy is glowing yellow, it is unleashing an unstoppable attack. It is immune to magic and damage. Health coils can only be once. Yep, those are words. So an unstoppable attack. So I've just got to get out of the way, I guess. Okay. Combat compass. So more than one guy's coming out. Oh shit. Should probably go use this health orb. Excuse me. Oopsies. I keep thinking A will dodge, but A is just jump. Uh-oh. Yikes. Yikes! I don't think he liked it. Am I Kingdom Heartsing? When I talked the other day about Kingdom Hearts, did I Kingdom Hearts myself? Oh, I should unravel that guy. Unravel! 3 health. I'm not good at telegraphing attacks. Is that the one? Understanding the graph. Understanding the graph. Bye, waiter. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stigma dissolving.
Hope I'm nowhere close to that place. It's those voices again. Might be worth checking out.
I want to look this way, though. So what if...
There's the river.
Oh.
Come on. There has to be a way around.
Final Fantasy 16? Yeah, but that's only got boys. I don't want to play as a stinky boy. I've played enough as a stinky boy. Is that the one, the boy band Final Fantasy?
Seems to be coming from down there.
Guess I'm going in the well. No, that's 15. Oh. I saw a rat.
Sounds like I'm getting closer.
This looks like a dungeon from Infinity Nikki. It's the Ben Starr Final Fantasy? What does Ben Starr mean? It's just a D's Nuts joke. Sleeping Beauty. Wary. You're D's Nut. Don't do it! You saw the movie! Going straight for the spindle, dude. Oh. It's good for us. Question mark?
Now why you touching that? Put it down. Keep those hands to yourself. We pack light for a reason.
They can't have gone far. When I find them, I swear I'm gonna shoot them. Eyes open.
They won't stop looking for us, and we can't stop moving. I know y'all nervous, maybe scared, but this ain't my first time doing this. If you trust and listen, you will be free. You and your little one.
Ghost.
Now come on. I'll take you to the river. We got a long journey ahead.
What the fuck? Am I seeing things? This can't be real.
Well, there was a spindle. What is this thing called?
But they looked so real.
This like
This is crazy.
sewing setup. It's out in the middle of nowhere.
But I can't stop now.
New magic object. The distaff gives weavers the ability to see past events or echoes.
Those ghosts are my best chance of getting downriver.
Follow the joust. Spinning wheel. Is that what it's called? Interesting. Enhance your combat abilities with upgrades. Available for purchase using floofs. Press A to purchase the first upgrade. And then we can have... Ooh! Area of effect. A blast. Ooh, a larger area of effect. Press Y to collect a floof.
That's helpful.
Floof? 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 I've got
this?
something that I'm going to.
Floofy and soft. Everything else around here feels so wrong.
So I'm just checking to see about that. I didn't look. Oh. I say I didn't get to look at it. Pip cheering for the flood that jeopardizes our mother. Our mother, comrade?
I always hated this place.
Quickly now, follow me.
She's like that old lady from SpongeBob.
Get back, get back. Hi.
What are they?
Wait!
What are they selling?
Hey! Where'd they go?
Okay, so they couldn't go that way, so they went into that house. However,
There's that sound again. And it's loud where they went in.
look, we're gonna have to use that branch to get out of this house. Hello? I saw something in this house. Oh, there's something on this one.
Didn't I see that symbol somewhere else?
Yeah, on the wall. Been 30 odd years since a wild summer storm called me to duty in Prospero. Never gets any easier witnessing echoes of old hurt, but the land chose me to spend my life mending tears in the great tapestry with these old hands. Above all else, I'm grateful nature deemed me fit to serve.
Wait, how am I seeing this? Is this connected to those ghosts?
A floof. Refloof? Alright, let's go. Oh.
Ugh, door's blocked.
I was
Must be
wrong.
another way around.
I have to use the branch to get into there.
All the homes to wash away. Had to be ours.
Seniors of 84. I can't get up there. I'm too small. Mr. Rabbit Man. It's Gilgamesh Cylinder's blanket. His little foot's poking out. He's such a cuddler, dude. He wants to be under the blanket.
Okay,
Mr.
keep it
Baby.
together. No looking back. Just gotta clear the next hurdle in front of me.
He's under there. Mr. Baby.
Whole family's forced to make do with so damn little.
It's just more gear. Oh. Crafting?
Now come on, this way.
Is it a yo-yo? It's not a yo-yo, Torb. There's a cooldown period that can use... What? Use it during exploration against enemies. Okay. LB to weave. Use it to weave enemies, increasing all damage and preventing them from moving. Ooh.
It's like snatching something out of the past. There they are. Gotta follow. Please be okay, Mama.
How am I... There's... Maybe I can go back and get that floof then. Sewing spindles? Look at that! Yeah.
Unreal.
I play video games. Oops, I was in the way. Anything else? That's just the back one. A bridge?
On your feet.
Another combat. Fine. You tricked me. Oh no!
Got goosebumps.
Weave enemies. Get weaved!
Gotcha.
Gosh, pressed the wrong shit. Oh no! I tried to dodge again with A. Get weave! No! I've got a cooldown. It keeps telling me to do it, but I've got a cooldown. I need this right away. I'm always, when I fight something in a video game and there's like only the last sliver of health, I can't help but want to hit it, even though it's probably a bad idea.
Where y'all coming from?
Oh, I should do a big charge up one. Nope! Shit. They move so creepy-like. Give me that. Swap dodge to A, maybe I could. So I think because A is jump, then I assume that it's dodge also. Which... not really.
This way.
Press RT to cast Strand Push. And you can repel enemies like that too. Any free stuff? Okay. That has to be something, right? Maybe not.
That should prove useful. Now, how do I get over there?
Push the car! Yippee! I googled the thing I meant to have yo-yo, but it's called the Diobolo. Or Chinese YOLO. Chinese yo-yo. Is this as far as it goes? Do I just jump over these bushes? No. Do I break this? Oh, of course. I got so excited I pushed it the wrong way. I need to push it next to the roof. Yeah, I did stand down. Alright, I want to save before the next combat. So I need to go eat dinner before I go out. Outside. Before I go out. Alright. I assume there's autosave, right? I don't see a save game button. What game would not have an autosave in this day and age? Right? Okay, there's a continue. That's at least a good enough sign. Alright. Let me close this. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. It's on. Alright. I'm gonna see who else is live so that we can send him a raid. Might just make it Jamalki so that you have to see the cursed thing that I made for him. That sounds good to me. Autosaves before each fight. Okay. Even if I have to do that last fight I did again, I don't mind. Alright. I'm speepy, but I'm hungry. But I'm speepy. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for the stream and the yelling. You're such a boss. Thanks for sticking around for my yelling. I hope it helps you a little bit too. Maybe. Hopefully I, don't get any angry emails. But also if I do, I got a spam filter. I don't care. Thanks for joining me. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you if you resubbed today or gifted subs or did any bits or anything like that. I really appreciate it. I should be back tomorrow. I'll see, because I might want to go do something tomorrow. But I should be live the earliest 4 p.m. If I'm going to be live later than that, I'll let you know. If I'm not going to be live, I'll let you know. Means a lot to know others have our back. Hell yeah. We all do. I think this chat and in general, the Yogs community is really supportive and very trans positive. So if that does not fit your idea of the Yogs community, maybe you need to get with the times. Alright, see you tomorrow hopefully. Have a good rest of your evening. Bye 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 bye.